What you're looking at is the Mulki estuary, somewhere to the north of Mangalore in the west coast of India. From there, we can draw a line to the Mulki railway station, and not far from there is the place that we hope soon to call home. We have about 2 acres spread across 2 plots that we've called A and B. Plot A is where we plan to build our house. This village in Mulki is close enough to Mangalore city, but also far enough to feel close to nature, which is something that was important to us. Interestingly, this area that you see was quite barren till about 20 years ago when Mervin's dad helped regenerate it. Much of the land is populated by a tree locally known as karmar. The biological name of the tree we think is Hopia vaitiana. We hope to learn a lot more about the vegetation here in the coming months. We've been making plans for a home, mostly in our heads, for about 4 years now. And it's super exciting now that it's actually happening. These cool drone shots that you see are all thanks to this person. Thanks a lot, Godwin. One of the first things that we did was to get a surveyor to examine our land and create this super useful document called a contour map. The land is quite uneven, and a contour map depicts the ups and the downs. We can predict water flow with this information, and we can also make a more informed decision on where the house should be built. It was an exciting day for us when our brilliant architect and dear friend Sneha visited the site for the first time. Sneha wanted to get a proper understanding of the lay of the land so that she could incorporate this knowledge in her designs.
Okay, so what are we doing here today, Marvin?
So we have made a map, a digital map and a contour map. So we are looking at the spots on the land where we can build, and we are trying to put those spots on this map so that we can then give this sketch further for permission.
Okay, take us there.
So I'm thinking that this is the public road which starts off ends here. So I'm thinking of this being as our access road. And we need to make the road which I still need to figure out.
Once we decided where the house was going to be located, we invited the surveyors back so that they could give us a version of the map depicting the house on it. Next step, clearing the thicket.
Today we are doing some clearing. As you can see, the whole land is pretty wild, covered with trees and bushes and the dreaded termite hills. But we've kind of finally identified where we want to build, and we've brought 3 people to help us clear that area, because we're not going to be able to build unless we clear a little bit of it. Not too much, hopefully, but yeah, that's what's happening today.
Thanks to Sydney's handy chainsaw and the skillful labor of Lakshman Anna, Manju Anna and Narottam, we got the job done. It was a lot tougher than we imagined, because there are long, thick, spiny creepers stubbornly winding across the trees. Even with machines, brute strength was required. We faced a couple of hiccups with the chainsaw, but thankfully it sprung back to action. It took all day, and nature definitely fought back. But it was a bittersweet sense of accomplishment when we successfully cleared the land and created an open space where we could envision that our house would soon come up.
So, day update, we're done with today. We have this, which is the first stake, going all the way till a stake there, till a stake down and somewhere down. So we have cleared this land for today. We kept a few trees intentionally, like this one here and another one here, because I'm thinking, and another one there below. This one, because they are good shade for the house, and I think we can incorporate them in the design. So yeah.
We're taking an interior route to our plot because they're doing some road work on the street, some water pipeline work. Okay.
Now that we had some open space, the two of us picnicked on site one morning. The goal was to understand the path of the sun over the course of the day. This would help us decide the location for the rooms within the house.
Okay, this is the southwest corner. That is north, this is south, this is west, that is east. So the sun is coming from that side to this side.
Right now it's afternoon.
Right now it's 2:45 p.m. and while the sun is going that side, actually this side is usually where we get the harshest sun if there's no shade.
By the side we mean west.
The southwest. The west side for sure has a lot of sun, but the sun is tilted towards the south most of the year. So basically this side is this southwest is most susceptible to heat. But now, given that there's so much shade on this land, I feel that this part will be really good for one of the bedrooms, because since it's shaded in the afternoon.
Satisfied with the on-site research, we sat with Sneha over multiple meetings over many weeks, and we finally have a house design. More on that in upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.